Hey guys, TheDrFrancis here. So this is the second in my promotion series to get myself back up to silver. I'm playing Pantheon mid. He is an 80 bruiser slash 80 caster assassin. I'm gonna throw up the abilities on the screen so you can take a look at it. Good refresher. So what ends up happening is I picked Pantheon. I ended up going mid because everyone kind of fell into their role and I just kind of filled as needed. So I wanted to pick 80 or an 80 assassin type character mid because I really wanted to just fuck with Lux. I really didn't think about team comp, and in the end, it kind of wasn't exactly the smartest idea on my part. But one of the things I wanted to do was just absolutely destroy her. And there's a couple 80 assassins that do that. A couple of them are like Lee Sin's a good one. Kha'Zix is also a really good one. Just something to kind of get up in her face and beat the shit out of her. One other thing I wanted to do was poke her a little bit more with his Q, but that ended up not happening all that much. I ended up having a lot of mana issues. But see, this is what I was talking about. Just absolutely shredded her. And I was level 2. I didn't even have my Heartseeker strike. So probably would have gone a lot better off if I had it. So doing okay mid, farming okay, that's doing normal. Nocturne comes up. He's about to head up, and this is something I'm trying to pay attention to. I don't want to go up there because I'm pretty sure he'll kick my ass. Even though I have my passive block. So he goes up. TheDr chases him, thinks he can get him, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll come. I fuck up, and I should have waited till his spell shield came off, or he went off his spell shield, but I didn't. We probably would have had that kill, especially since Campbell did follow up. So that was a really good follow up by him, but I screwed the pooch there. I should have thrown a spear to, shred it or something like that. I wasn't exactly having a good game this game. So I'm spending way too much time in base. But as you can see, I had a hard time deciding. I was like, you know what, I'll buy Mana Immune. I'm having mana issues. Normally, I wouldn't buy Mana Immune. It's not a bad item on Pantheon especially. But I kind of wanted to go for a Black Cleaver first. Just for that extra little bit of health. But that didn't happen. I'm wanting to push up because I'm almost... Oh, not really. I'm getting 6-ish. I just wanted the farm. And this way it could also free me up a little bit. Maybe to roam a little bit. Unfortunately, I don't end up pushing hard enough, as you can see. My Heartseeker Strike is what I'm leveling up first. I wanted to throw that up there just because when I jump, my thought process is when I jump on her, I'll hit her harder. In hindsight, I probably should have done my Q and utilized that a little bit better. Because as you can see, I'm not really using it. Lux is missing, I-Ping are missing. She was going bot to gank. So they're all following up. I decided to come. It's like, okay, well, they're doing stuff. I'm really stupid here. I'm like, you know what? I'll check their blue buff. And because I thought she was there. That was, logical, right? So Heartseeker Strike, we see it, but I saw Lux. Lux was hiding up here. We know that they're doing it now. TheDr knows that, and he's coming up with me. It's like, well, we'll go check it out. We've got no vision in here. And I'm squishy. And between Nocturne and Lux, I take everything to the face. I get absolutely destroyed. Lux barely gets away. TheDr, let's see how he's doing. Bot doesn't follow up, but they really didn't need to. TheDr's still hanging around. I think he's taking a little bit too much time hanging around, but he ends up smite stealing it. He ends up dying, but... So I got my ass kicked back there. TheDr barely gets away, thankfully. And over here, I'm kind of like all over the place. I got myself my Vamp Scepter. I like grabbing a Vamp Scepter early just so I have some sort of life return. I'm still not 6. Lux out levels me. Not by a whole lot, but I'm still out CSing her a little bit. She had to back, otherwise I would have torn her up, which is what I was trying to do. Another benefit of having Pantheon mid is because once I get my ult, I was waiting for this. I was so excited once I got it. As soon as I was 6, I was like, alright, I was going to man drop, and I wanted to man drop on someone hard. Problem with the man drop, that's why at this point that's why I'm pushing this out, because A, I want the gold, and B, I want to keep it as pushed out as possible so Lux won't notice that I'm missing. We realized they took our blue, oh fuck. So Lux goes bot. I decide to try and follow up. There's nothing there, so I'm just kind of walking around like an idiot waiting to see what she's going to do. I really should have made my decision. I don't know what the fuck I was doing here. So I jump on her. As you can see, I hurt her a good amount. And Nocturne came up to save her, and then I had my backup on my TheDr, but in the end, nothing really happened. We get another good stun, and Bam. This poor Lux got ganked. See, the thing I'm sad about this is I didn't end up getting to kill her by myself. This was kind of a stupid move on my part, but in the end it ends up working out for us. So Campbell follows up, so we get everything. That time I actually used the spear to take out his spell shield, and then I jumped on him and we got him. So I decided to take the raise. I almost get my ass kicked. So I'm like, well, I got it back now. I'm out of mana again as well. So mana drop's still up. I still haven't got to use it. I was trying to utilize that as best I could, or trying to find the most opportune moment. Just because it does take so long to jump or to cast, and they actually see you after a second. But at this point, all of them are up, but we're like, hey, let's do dragon. TheDr and I let's do dragon. I don't think they had any wards on it because we got it uncontested. Bot was getting the butt ripped, so I decided to come down. And yeah, so here, let's take a look at that, and let's look at the dumb move of the week, or not week, of just in general. So there's 4 of them. Here I am, squishy as all can be. And yeah, let's go ahead and let's get ourselves set up to be slammed by the vein and feared and bound and Jana knocked up. And in the end, I left poor old Sonar to die. I went to God, which is most unfortunate. So they get a free tower, and I gave them a free kill. Vayne, as you can see, is not too fed. She's pretty farmed, though, 108 compared to our Misfortune's 61. And she does got 2 kills, or Misfortune does have 2 kills, but the Vayne's ahead at this point. Lux is officially caught up in CS, as well as she's got more kills than I do. So Lux has kind of got this advantage. I saw her with this blue buff, and I was like, yeah, blue buff. Magusta. Again, as you can see, I'm not using my Q to poke at all. I don't know why I wasn't doing that this game. I should have leveled up my Q, and I should have, poked her a lot more, because I never had the chance to really jump on her. Or if I did, there's moments when I did, but either I was too afraid to because I was afraid of the Nocturne, or I was just afraid of getting rooted or some shit like that. So I'm out-ganked here, out-ganked. Up here, shit's going down up here. Campbell got ganked. I was like, fuck, he's gonna die. I was gonna come up and help him. I was like, yeah, man, drop opportunity. But just didn't end up happening. Lux and all of them are going there. I decided to follow up hesitantly. I hesitate like fucking, oh god. As you can see, and I man drop. So I want to take another look at that real quick so you guys can see. Alright, so TheDr knows over here. He does that, and I see this. That's the one thing I like about man drop. I slam on Lux. I nail her, so on and so forth, but I put myself in a bad position and get myself killed. Wasn't worth it. I thought I was gonna get, or I was hoping I'd get away, but Nocturne really wanted me. But I was the same with man drop. Even though I hesitated, which, I shouldn't have at first, I ultied, and that was able to get me back to where I wanted to go, roughly. So the hesitation didn't really matter as much, but I still fucked it up, and I really needed to commit to that sooner. And one thing, for those who, Pantheon players, I cast where I knew they were going to be. I knew Lux was going to run, so I cast in front of her. But Campbell and I decided to go all bravado. Mainly my fault. The Hex Drinker saves me temporarily. Doesn't work all that well, because of the Ignite gets me. But I decided, I went all there. Let's take another quick look at that, but let's actually do normal speed. So, okay. Okay, that's not what I want. Let's go a little bit faster. So, Campbell and I here, it's 3v whatever. And I'm like, I can burst the Jana. Yeah! And even though my Heartseeker Strike's level 5, I still don't kill her, and she gets away. The Hex Drinker procs, but the Ignite takes me out. I end up getting Campbell killed because of that. So, as you can see, I'm not exactly having a great game. I'm making a lot of dumb decisions, and then it just kind of snowballs. I mean, Nocturne's already got, a complete Spirit of the Ancient Golem, Giant's Belt. I mean, all he has for damage is Berserker's Greaves, but he hurts. Vayne's got a Bork, so it's kind of like, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to come back from this. So I decided to go push, do whatever. I'm giving up on this game, but I'm like, well, I need to be more careful and not be stupid. So I decided to start warding because I thought Zach was going to take her blue. I'm just trying to get warded up so I know what the fuck's going on. But let's take a look at my items real quick. So I got a Hex Drinker. I still haven't finished the Man Immune and Merc Treads and a Vamp 7. The Merc Treads were a good choice considering they've got a lot of magic damage. Between Zac and Lux were the two characters I was having problems with. Let's go take a look at this, then we'll continue. So this was like I was really happy because I got to use my Mander. I saw shit was going down. I knew Lux was going down. We could see them in that bush. We've got 4 people down there. Lux gets down there, and so I see the opportunity. My man drop was really weird here. Like I couldn't pick a direction. It was kind of hard to decide because we got Nocturne. They're all scattering. Oh, wow, it's glitching out. So we got Lux running up there. Vayne's still wailing on Campbell. John is kind of caught in the middle. But we go in. Janna uses her shield, or her ulti to pull us off. Vayne. Oh, my word. Fuck this Vayne, dude. So we killed the Janna. I should have, I think, yeah, ignited. Not her. I ignited Janna, not Vayne, which I really should have instead, because she was a bigger threat. Well, they're coming down now. That was pretty much all that happened there. You know, it was a little late. Here I go again, Mr. Bravado. Oh yeah, we got this. I got this, guys. Don't worry, guys. And I just get myself, you know, destroyed. You know, Campbell and Sona. Luckily, they live, so that's not that big a deal. But since it's kind of dead now, it looks like they're gonna get Dragon. There's not a whole lot we can do. Oh, it still goes to my body. So there's not a whole lot we can do about it. Campbell, I don't know what he was doing here. I think he tried to steal it, but not a whole lot he could have done, as I said. But my build. So I finally got the Man Immune done, which honestly I probably could have waited a little bit longer, but the sooner the better. Even though it's not stacked up to the Man Immune or Muramasa or whatever. Just so I get an extra damage. Like, I got like an extra... Let's take a look at this real quick. I'm getting an extra 23 damage off that, so that's definitely helpful. Vayne comes up to gank. I love that I placed those wards because I almost got my ass kicked. But back to the items. I got a Hex Drinker, which was a good idea. Just to kind of... Because I was mainly facing Lux. So that saved me from... I just saw earlier, it kind of saved me, almost saved me from Lux. And the extra magic resistance is always nice. In the end, it was kind of a... I kind of look back and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have done Merc Treads. Because the main damage dealers in the end is Nocturne and Vayne. But at that moment, I wasn't dealing with them, so I didn't really give a fuck. And then, let's go take a look. God damn it, where are my items? So, one item I really should focus on... Oh, great, it's going to fall on my body. Is I started going for the Blade of the Ruined King or the Bork. I should have done this as soon as I saw that Nocturne had like as healthy items as he does. Like here, let's click on him. He's got he's got 2.6k health and he's only level 13. So the Bork would have been a good item against him. Like granted, that's not a whole lot of health, but still not enough health to really like be absolutely vulnerable to the Bork. But I should have done that sooner. And I'm like all over the place item wise. Like I have one complete item. This is a problem that I have a lot of too, is I build a lot of items and I don't really know exactly what I build parts of them. So I'm like, okay, well I'll get a Bork and I'll be cool, maybe build some health or something like that. And on the screen, just more stupidity, as you can see there. Just I went in, I thought TheDr had my back. TheDr had my back for a little bit. Janna ulted, and then it was like, well, that was a stupid fight. So, and at this point, I've got no gold. I'm still actually keeping up with Lux and farm. That's surprising. But I'm still not doing all that great. I'm 4-7-5. So, every time I get a kill for the most part, I die in the end. So, I come to help bot now. So, now we're getting back to the team fight. I go to help bot. There's 4 of them. Campbell goes in to try and save the tower. I think at this point we kind of all really kind of gave up and we're like, whatever. As you can see, Vayne is just absolutely chunking the shit out of him. We go in one by one to try and defend the tower, and each of us gets killed for it. I mean, I'm pretty sure, yeah, TheDr goes down, and in the end the tower... Oh! Yeah, no, doesn't get away. So we ended up losing the tower, and we gave them a bunch of kills. I'm still not healthy. I've got a ruby crystal, as you can see. I think I started building a phage. I'm just still all over the place. This was just a terrible game for me. I think I only have one complete item by the end as well. I think Manamune is the only one I actually finish, because I keep changing my focus because I was like, okay, well, I need the Hex Drinker for that situation against Lux. Then I was like, all right, well, let's move over and we need to get a Bork to handle, how healthy Zac and Nocturne are. And it didn't exactly. It didn't have the money to pay for it in the end. So we catch one of them out. We're going. Yeah, we're doing damage. Campbell gets wrecked after a little bit. I get wrecked because of Zac's percentile health damage, and Nocturne's just passive, ridiculous, awesome damage and Umber Blade. So TheDr, we all kind of gave up. We weren't very mad at this game. None of us were ragey or anything like that. But TheDr came with the strategy, well, you guys distract them, I'm going to go ahead and split push, and we could split push to win this game. So that would have worked if the rest of us could have actually held off, even on towers. But they're pretty fed at this point. Vayne's 11-4-7. She's got a Zephyr, a Last Whisper, a Bork, so armor doesn't really matter at this point. I'm surprised she didn't buy more attack speed, though. I mean, the Zephyr's nice, but maybe a Phantom Dancer or Static Shiv. So we're trying to hold this off, and TheDr's kind of running around trying to do his own thing. We really don't have a plan here. None of us has said anything. We're pinging oh, we can catch them out. We've got Zac and whoever top. This was nice on their part. I'm just gonna rewind it real quick. So we're chasing them. I see this is a good point to man. Where am I? I don't know where I am. I'm right here. Oh, I'm in the middle of the screen. Derp. So I see that this is a good point to man drop. Oh, laggy. Okay, there we go. So I jump on Vayne. She cleanses. They get an ult off. I jump way too far ahead of them. They're well, we'll just go up. So I should have done it more right here, or maybe just in this general vicinity, because I would have been on top of them. But that was a really good move and really stupid move on my part. They're well, the Pantheon's over here. We're just gonna run this way. That's a good idea. And I was like, oh guys, I got this. I decided to defend this tower, and at this point, it's kind of the game feels pretty over. I mean, I'm not really defeated. I know I played bad. I was having a bad game. I shouldn't have picked Pantheon for this team comp. I think I may have needed to be someone a little bit more tanky. If anyone has any suggestions for what I should have played, feel free to say it. I mean, there's a ton of other characters. Maybe an actual AP mid? Something, that could actually provide, more CC to our team, because we have CC. Actually, we've got a lot of CC as it is. We've got Sona, Cho'Gath, TheDr, Uber. Yeah, we had a lot of CC as it was. I mean, more wouldn't hurt, but maybe an actual AP carry would have been nice. Or maybe even Lee Sin, someone who I could actually get tanky and do damage no matter what. We know they take Baron, so we're like, all right, well, they got it. We knew that they were there, and as soon as Campbell saw them walk up, we're like, well, they got it. Not a whole lot we can do, so we'll just defend like we haven't been this entire long-ass time. So Nocturne gets away. We were going to continue chasing, but I told Campbell just to back off, because as you can see, the rest of their team is right in there. So we would have walked right into them. So So that saved us another death out of my 7-10. My 10 deaths. Most kills in the team, but most deaths. Yay. Wasn't really worth it in the end. And so, as I said, we're just trying, as you see, we're just defending this tower the best we can. We've got TheDr up here pushing the shit out of them. He actually gets that tower here in a second, but this is really cool. So we have a ward over here. Zac they're all hiding over here. It looks like they go up to help. I decide let's go ahead and jump on them. I was like, why not? I got a point to capture them. I know the rest of them are elsewhere. And we do nothing. Janna's disengage here was ridiculous. Janna, whenever like we started winning a battle, this Janna would reset it. That's what I hate about playing against the support Janna, is that ulti can be so powerful. It sounds like, you know, oh well, it just pushes them away and it gives you a little bit of a heal. That disengage there, if you get caught out or if you're not winning a fight, that disengage can literally save a fight and save multiple teammates. But Udir's down, we're all down. This was funny. So because of that ward, as you can see, the turrets target Zac. Doesn't matter because he's got, you know, 3.6k health and, you know, some resistance and shit. So if they just dive us on the tower, I don't know where Udir is at this point. I think he's dead. Yeah, we're all still dead. Gamble goes in as a last-ditch effort to try and save the tower. Oh, flips it fast. Yeah, we just kind of go back and forth. Each of us kind of gets picked off one by one. We get up. We die. It went back to normal speed, guys, because we come back here. No, not really. We lose horribly. Like, I've got nothing. I played an absolutely terrible game this game, so probably not the best pick. Pantheon may have been a really good pick. I just didn't play him the way I wanted to in the end. I mean, I think I could have done a lot better, but I just made a lot of stupid decisions. So I hope you guys learned something from my stupid mistakes. But alright guys, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and wish me luck with the rest of my games, guys.